Hello, I'm Stephen Ho, trader and founder of TheStopHunter. Now in crypto land, are we suffering at the moment a Titanic ship sinking moment, or is it just a minor speed bump in the road, or are we going to see cryptos once again fly off to the moon? Well, whatever you think, the facts are that cryptos have been taking a bashing, whether you're into your Metaverse, your gaming, your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, whatever it is, it has been coming off seriously, 30, 40, if not more %. And we need to know, is this going to end? Has it ended? Where are the prices of these cryptos going next? Well, I'm going to look at some sentiment gauges and some technical analysis to try and unravel the current mess and see where things can be going next. So with that, let's get on with the analysis. First up, a clever bit of kit from the site Alternative Me. It's a multifactorial crypto market sentiment analysis indicator. On the left there, you can see the score currently 23. The lower it goes, the more fearful the market is. And at the moment we are, in that danger zone and a long way from the right-hand side, of being greedy and hopeful and euphoric in the market. And you can see on the right hand side some backdated values that we're at the lowest for some time, and compared to last month where it's pretty neutral, then yes, it's looking still at the moment extremely fearful. Now Blockchain Net provide this great altcoin season index presentation, and at the moment the score is 39, so the lower the score, then the more you'd want to put your money into Bitcoin. And I also use this as an interpretation of how the altcoins are performing, and at the moment I'd say they're weakening off, because that was a lot higher, as you can see, in November, and it was more favorable to put your money into those coins. But now moving more towards Bitcoin, a store of cash, maybe more a safe place to put your money. So I use that also as a sentiment gauge as well, and at the moment it's weakening off again at reasonably low levels that we haven't seen since September. I also like to have a little scroll through the very popular coinmarketcap.com website, because you can filter by the different categories, and as you can see, the 7-day performance has been particularly poor, amongst pretty much the top 50. No positives really there at all to take away, Helion being an exception down there. And then if you wanted to have a look at other areas, for example, we could go to the Metaverse, see how that section has been performing, and again it's been very poor again. 7-day returns, Axie Infinity, the big player there, down 11%. Another popular one recently, Engine Coin, that we'll look at in a minute, down 14.5%. So looking at that at the moment, there's a wave of negativity going throughout the crypto sector at the moment, and it looks like it's holding sway at the moment. So the overall macro cryptocurrency complex still not looking very good, but I'm going to now focus in on some of the key players in a bit more detail, and then some of the more popular cryptocurrencies, see how they've been performing, to see where they could possibly be heading next, and where could be possible buy-in opportunities if things do turn around. So this dashboard is all based on technical analysis, comparing oscillators and moving averages to get a score and an overall sort of summation of what's going on. And oscillators wise, it's a sell, moving averages a strong sell, and overall giving Bitcoin still a sell sentiment rating using purely technical analysis. If we now focus specifically on the Bitcoin charts, in the top right hand side there we've got a weekly Heikin-Ashi chart, and you can see the blue arrow there, price pulling back nearly 35%. All the indicators are bearish. Got to say though, it's not as big as that pullback in the spring of this year. On the left hand side we've got a Renko chart with an $800 block size, more shorter term, sort of a mixed signal there, price coming down. It's maybe a bit more neutral in Bitcoin because the modified stochastic at the bottom is pointing slightly bullish in the shorter run. Now if you were bullish, very bullish Bitcoin, then the 4-line break chart in the bottom right hand corner could be your cup of tea. See the purple line on the right hand side there with number 48,000. I use a 4-line break with a 2-bar reversal, so that gives me an entry point of roughly 48,000 on Bitcoin. But at the moment, say Bitcoin maybe weak neutral, weak bearish currently. The Ethereum technical analysis dashboard, overall a sell. You can see again very similar to Bitcoin. Oscillators sell, maybe slightly a bit stronger than Bitcoin, and the moving averages as per Bitcoin a very strong sell. So dashboard telling us stay short or stay out at the moment. With Ethereum the sell-off hasn't been quite as hard. Top right hand corner weekly line chart again down nearly 20%, and what I want to draw your attention to is those 2 red dotted lines. Now if the price falls in between that is my hot spot for potential buy back in opportunities when I think that the market is going to get maybe a bit oversold. They're based on Fibonacci numbers, but a useful guide to ascertain the size and strength of a pullback. Again, on that chart signals both bearish. On the left hand side, same story for the Renko chart, $50 block size, all bearish, and our 4-line break chart there giving us an entry point around about 4,000, just over dollars for a possible long trade buyback in. The ADA technical analysis dashboard giving us an overall sell signal. Actually the oscillators are showing a buy, only just really, and moving averages also in a very strong sell situation. Cardano ADA has been extremely disappointing since its great run up in the summertime. It's given back most of that now, trading under its longer term moving average, and it fell actually nearly 60%, but notice it's in between those 2 dotted lines, so it could be a potential reversal point here. And you can see a lot of noise historically over the first half of 2021, so it could be, like I say, support for the price. And if we head back into the Renko chart with a 0.06 block size, then again it's looking bearish, and our line break chart in the bottom right there giving us an entry point to the upside around about 1.4. At the moment though, looking like it could be slowing down in terms of the sell-off. Interesting to watch around current levels though. If it breaks it could go a lot further. So Polkadot, the last of the majors I'm going to be looking at today. Similar story to the others. Sell for the oscillators, strong sell for the moving average is, and an overall score of strong sell on the technical analysis dashboard. And focusing in on the charts of Polkadot, you can see in the top right nearly off 50% in terms of price. In that zone I like, so could be a turning point. It certainly moved down enough to do so. Renko chart, $2 block size there, again bearish and looking like it's breaking down further now. And our line break chart in the corner giving us an entry around about 29 if we were bullish, but at the moment still holding that bearish position. So we've looked at the overall market and the macro position still bearish. We've taken a view on 4 of the biggest players in the crypto space, all as well holding that bearish stance, although some of them have pulled back enough into that hot zone I was talking about that could potentially be a turning bullish point for them. But if they break down through the bottom of those levels, then it's going to be a lot more serious for the market as a whole. So now let's have a look at some of the more popular cryptocurrencies over the last few months around metaverse, gaming and meme cryptos, and see how they have been behaving. I'm not going to spend too much time on these, but the four you see before you are based around gaming and metaverse. And the top left we have Sandbox, and you can see how that has been pulling off. Decentraland to the right, top right there, again negative. Engine Coin was proving a big hit, towards the end of November. It's pulled off nearly 50% down to today. And in the bottom right we've got Gala, and that as well, maybe not pulling off quite as hard as the others, but still very negative. Now I've used below that, you can see those green and red lines. That's a modified DMI, and I'm looking for the red to be above the green for bears and green above reds for bulls. So actually at the moment there's a longer term trend to filter for me. The trend, because of those big run-ups, has remained bullish in all of them except Engine Coin. But you can see the narrowing of the two lines together, which are indicating to me that this bullish trend is weakening and weakening even more, and a crossover there then signifies more downside to come. So that's a useful tool for watching the trends and the market overall and how it is behaving. But these four popular ones not looking too healthy at the moment. And finally, two meme cryptos. Shiba Inu on the left, down nearly 64% from its highs after a massive run up in October. And on the right, Dogecoin, the famous Elon Musk coin, and even despite him coming out saying Tesla will take Dogecoin, did nothing to the price, down 75% from its highs. But again, like those last four we looked at, that DMI at the bottom, both holding bullish but narrowing, indicating a switch round in the trend, and really only positive because of the huge run-ups. But again, sell-off's been quite substantial, but it could be slowing just a little bit. So we've taken a macro look at the cryptocurrency complex. We've looked at the big players, the smaller players, the meme cryptos, the more popular crypto assets around metaverse and gaming, and all are showing a bearishness to them, and one that looking at the technical analysis doesn't look like it's stopping, other than one crucial factor, and that probably helps to answer my initial question: is the sell-off over yet? Is it done? Well, the answer is not yet, but the pullback has, across those cryptocurrencies, you could see, has pulled the price back into that hot zone, I like to call it, based on the Fibonacci's, where we often see the price turn around, where it gets so oversold that people, the players want to come back into the market. So I'm going to be monitoring that area very, very closely, because if it breaks down, it's very serious from those zones. But if it can't break it, create support, then that could be the base that we're looking for the prices to turn back upwards. Let me know what you think of the crypto market at the moment. Where do you think it's going? Any thoughts? Put them in those comments below and we'll get talking about them on the chat. So if you've liked today's video, please give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons to receive future notification of content I'm going to be producing like this. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video.